You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Execution. Determination.
Sacrifice.
Fearless.
Discipline.
Passion. You have to be a little crazy. The ball's moving up to 200 miles an hour. I'm trying to push it to 3.
Hello and welcome to the 2018 Lewis Drug Pro-Am. I'm John Scott. Suzy Monchik will be with us in just a moment, and we've got a great match. It's Alex Landa and Sam Murray for a trip to the finals. The winner of this moves on to play. The winner of Alvaro Beltran and Daniel De La Rosa. We've got two great matches today in singles. Again, Sam Murray and Alex Landa, followed by Alvaro Beltran and Daniel De La Rosa. That's all coming up next, right here on the IRT Network.
When you don't feel like yourself, trust the pharmacy experts at Lewis. From prescription medications to finding the things that make you feel better. Lewis pharmacists know what you need. Count on Lewis and feel better.
When it comes to the game of life, we're all on the same team. And success comes simply from trying. You don't have to be a celebrated athlete to celebrate being active. And you don't have to be on the field to have your own cheering section. United Healthcare.
Introducing Head's new explosive line of extreme rackets featuring graphene touch technology. Available in 3 different weights and 5 different models, Graphene Touch delivers maximum power with state-of-the-art shock absorption for the ultimate playing experience. Power never felt so good. For more information or a dealer near you, visit www.head.com today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IRT Network. It is time for the semifinals. Alex Landa, Sam Murray. It's going to be a big one. Suzy Monchik, what are your predictions?
I'm predicting a good match right here today. Got two great players, contrasting personalities, which is always fun and exciting. I think Alex is definitely the favorite. But I could tell you that I have a lot of respect. I think Sam's a great player, and when he's able to put it all together, he could beat anyone on tour, and he's very close. Comes from a good class of Canadian players, and Sam has as good a chance as anyone.
Yeah, I agree. You know, a lot of people are shocked from Sam last night. He had a great match.
and won in the tiebreaker over a very, very good Rodrigo Montoya. And people were expecting Montoya to win. I kept saying, Sam is the most improved player on tour from last year to this year. Last year he came in outside of the top 20. Right now he's at 8 and undoubtedly going up. This is his third, I believe, consecutive semifinal that he's been in, and this isn't a fluke. So he's really there. He's really pushing. He's really doing well. And I'm happy to see him. The best battle I've seen him in is against Tony Carson, going 5 in Portland, Oregon back in December. And the guy's just here to battle, and I think he's here to stay.
Yeah, he definitely is. And I've had a lot of opportunities coaching internationally to watch Sam play on the international level. And he's always, to me, one of those guys that can go get the gold. And that match with Tony was awesome. Look at that get right there. So yeah, the biggest difference you'll see when you watch, Sam and Alex today, as opposed to maybe when you see Kane out there, is the execution. Usually you get against a Kane or a Daniel or an Alvaro, you get one chance. You get one opportunity to end the rally. And if you don't take advantage of that, you're probably going to be returning serve. It's a good serve right there. Crack out.
These two have never played on tour. I'm sure they played somewhere internationally, but they have never played on tour.
I could tell you that, over the last couple of years, I've been at all of the international events, and I don't believe I've seen them play. But they are doubles partners on the Pro Tour. It's a good shot right there.
Sam, and I talked about this last night with Andy Kolbach. Sam hits the ball, and it reminds me of Andy Roberts, how Andy used to hit a heavy, hard ball. He's a big physical presence in the court, and he's also very quick. But he hits the ball heavier, which is different than harder.
That's true.
Than anybody on tour right now.
Yeah, a heavy ball is definitely different than a fast ball. And Andy certainly hit a heavy ball. From a power standpoint, miles per hour, probably all very similar. It's just how the ball flies and slides off the racket, and that's caused by the way contact is made and follow through. So if you see the way Kane hits a ball or Alex hits a ball here, his ball is faster, and whereas Sam seems a little heavier. But I could tell you, and I've played Andy many times, Sam's definitely a little quicker than Andy was.
Sam is deceptively fast. On the court, he gets to some great shots. He moves very well. We call him Big Canada here on tour, and he's taken a new number 8 player, I should say a new top 8 player, and Alex Landa, who also started the season outside of the top 8. Both of them have moved in, so good for them, and I think we've got a heck of a match on our hand. Before we get into the match too far, we must thank Lewis Drug. They came to us yesterday and they said, listen, this is the 40th annual event, the longest running pro stop in the world, and we want to do something else special. We'd like to sponsor the IRT and the IRT network so that all of the people that want to watch this event can watch it for free. This is a one-time thing, and so we certainly appreciate that. As of last night, we had reached 2.6 million people watching this program. So we want to continue that. It's the most people to have ever watched a racquetball match online, and that number is growing. I expect that we'll hit around 4 million people or more by the end of the day. So great racquetball. Sit back and enjoy it as Alex Landa and Sam Murray are battling here. Screen serve called.
Yeah, just to piggyback a little bit, what Lewis Drug and Mark Griffin has done for our sport really goes a little bit unnoticed to the general fan out there, but I can tell you that Mark Griffin and his team here have done single-handedly as much or more than anyone in the history of the sport.
Absolutely.
When you combine the 40 years.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. So it's a big thing, and we can't thank them enough. For those of you on the Facebook chat side, we just posted a way to help us help you. That's simply click on that and tell them thanks. Just say, hey, thanks for what you do for racquetball. Thanks for this event. and let them know it doesn't go unnoticed, that the fans out there absolutely love what's happening. 2 serving 1 here in the first. Alex Landa with a drive serve. Short serve called.
That's a big part of Alex's game where I think he needs to and can improve is his serve consistency, because as he hits a short serve, it's good. It's almost like
you just say serve consistency on a double fault.
Well, you know,
jinxed him, Sudsy.
He has
the announcer
all the
has
tools.
the power to jinx.
It's the way of the force. he has all the tools and the ability. He just has to learn how to put the correct sequences together. A lot of times, too many times, I'll watch him and he's just bang, bang, bang to the left, and then maybe he throws one to the right. But there's an art to serving. It's the only time in the court, the ball's in your hand, do whatever you want. That's a perfect shot. So now Alex has to be patient here.
Look how Murray, even though he lost that rally, he's staying in front of Landa. He's forcing him to hit back deep, doing a good job. Landa starting a little bit slower, but when he hits this drive serve, his rotation through the serve is as fast as anybody you're ever going to see. That racket swing, that rotation is super fast, which is what's helping to create the velocity.
Dr. Tom, you did hear the force. Nice to see you out there.
Landa sets up. Can't put that down. Murray with a re-kill. And Landa is showing some frustration early. And it's 1-2.
He's a very emotional guy, Alex, which you need. You know, you have to play with an edge, I believe, and Alex definitely has that edge. I think most of the players do. It's just that his is a little more visible at times.
Wow,
that's nasty.
I saw a guy from Staten Island hit shots like that before.
Yeah.
Ruben was so. I'm just.
Yeah, he is. Ruben does. He drills that all the time.
Sudsy invented the name Thundersplat, and that's what that just was. Big drive Z serve to the backhand side, 3-wall serve. Set it up. Let's do it again. Hey, Scott, thanks a lot for joining us. Dean and Sal, 2 of the IRT investors watching online. High lob serve back deep. Landa forces it down the left-hand side, and Murray is just butter right now on the backhand, and he started like this last night. Very, very consistent, high level, and shot execution at a very high level as well. And let's see if he keeps that up through this first game. But he's settling very nicely in on some shots. 2-2 with the drive serve. Murray back deep, shoots that, can't put it down. Congestion in the middle.
Yeah, Alex definitely his face is telling me, and his body language is that he's a little aggravated, but he plays through that all the time. It doesn't really affect him. There are other players where you might see or be able to read their emotion, and you clearly could see a negative effect. With Alex, I've actually seen it go the other way, where when he gets frustrated and mad at himself, he hits shots like that.
Alex was injured earlier in the season after the Atlanta event. He had to take off a couple events due to an injured back. I believe he strained or pulled a muscle on his back. But he's got a lot of miles on him in this tournament. That's one of the things that a lot of folks don't see unless you're here, is that these guys are playing 2 and 3 events. Yes, they're pros. Yes, they're in shape. But it's still very taxing and very hard on your body. And so I wonder if fatigue or soreness is something that Alex is also battling through, because he had a heck of a match against Carson. He's had some fantastic matches all weekend long, really, and he's just missing a spark. There's something there that doesn't seem, or there's something missing that should be there.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's definitely taxing, and I could tell you that, you know, when I played, I wouldn't even consider playing another division, and these guys are playing singles and doubles and sometimes, like you said, a third. So there's no doubt about it, it affects you. You know, it would be great to see them fresh all the time, but as I always say and tell all my players, you're never going to play racquetball physically 100% healthy. It's just a vicious game. Kind of forced that a little bit there. You got lucky, hit the crack on the left side. Sam's playing very physical. He's trying to impose his will, which I like, because Sam's a big guy. And there is an art to being able to use your body as well, like we talked about yesterday a little bit. Got to execute. Nope. such a different game when players execute, your opportunities and what at this level, what did I call it? I call it John. It's patience, recognition, execution. Sam definitely has the patience. I think he recognizes when and what shot to take, but then the most important or equally important is the executing of the shot. Like
Boy.
that.
Yeah, Sam is really just keeping the pressure as well. Have you noticed that? He's taking balls on the short hop. He's moving very, very well and keeping some good pressure on Landa. But the biggest thing I'm seeing right now is Landa's body, his body language, what he's telling us without saying it.
Yeah, I wouldn't read it too much into that yet, but if I see something specifically, I'll tell you, because it is only 5-3. It's a long, with the new format to 15. Alex is feeling just fine. To 11, there's a little more sense of an urgency there. But again, Alex happens to be one of those players that I think he feeds off of his negative emotions.
I can see that, for sure.
He's definitely one of those guys, which is cool. He's a big Rafa Nadal fan, and Rafa's very emotional. And he's an intense dude, Alex. He likes to compete, and he's not out there to be your buddy, and that's okay, too. That's part of the game.
Sure. High lob, or Z serve, rather. Sam goes left side, now back deep. He's going to shoot this, but Landa's covering nicely. Oh, and the double dribble off the racket of Sam Murray gives Landa his 4th point of the first game, 4-3 on the Head Pen scoreboard.
I'm shocked. Racquetball Canada said, nice, let's go, Sam. What's up, everyone up north?
I think I said 4-3. It's actually 4-5. Sorry about that.
4-5.
It's still early for me, too. Oh,
it's a little bit
lazy. That's what Sam has to watch out for, and that's more of a rookie mistake, I think. He gets a little bit lazy in the middle of a rally, not playing the rally to the very end.
Yeah, and when I say lazy, too, I don't mean physically. That's more mental laziness. It just looks easy, but at this level, you have to execute those shots.
It's a good diving get. Landa up front now.
That's smart.
Shoots
right
that
there.
down the line, and he's starting to connect with a few good shots there.
Should I go wipe that floor real quick, John?
No, we got that big guy there.
All right.
His name's Tiny.
He is a big dude. He looks.
Yeah, he is. Sam's a big guy.
Yeah, Sam's not.
Sam's calling him Sir.
Good job. That was my shout out to the towel guy.
The towel giant.
Say cinco. I like to use my Spanish out here, John.
6-5. You do it so well. Drive serve, backhand side, no screen called. Murray goes wide, and a good return.
And that's what I mean. He has to mix up that serve more. And he's got to know, because what happens when you mix it up more, like a pitcher in baseball, it's a fastball. These guys are too good. They're sitting on it. You have to change that sequence and know when, where, and how. Oh, that was nice of Scotty, but I actually agree with him.
Chris says you have to call the score in French as well.
Give me a minute on that one, Chris. I'll make that
Google
happen.
Translate.
Give me a second.
Drive Z.
Good shot, good patience. Follow through, stayed low through the ball.
6-5.
You guys can't see what I did, but I actually did the Google Translate and put 6, the number, -5.
7-5.
The score is 7-5.
I'm pretty sure you messed that up.
Yeah.
Total mess.
Should go right back down the line or cross court. Or do that. Saludos de Juarez.
Five serving 7. Sam almost creeping on the drive serve there to the backhand side. Oh, between the legs, but Alex is there. Nobody wants to put this down. Sam does in the corner with a nice shot.
6-7. Game 1, as expected. Ben, prefer 11 to 15. I'm a little indifferent. We talked about it yesterday. Skip. You know, I like that the sport is kind of unifying all across the board because a lot of these players, actually most, all play internationally as well, and that format is 15-15-11. But it definitely changes the game physically and mentally, and depending on the player, you know, that's where you'll see the difference. I don't think the end results will change too much. I think you're still going to see, you know, the best players always jump out, whoever deserves to win at that point. So I think it's cool. 8-7 here, Sam. He's hitting a lot of shots from deep right now with his backhand. It's a good serve. And if you look at Sam's service pattern, his sequence right now is pretty good. So that's why you're seeing some unforced errors from Alex, because just like being in the up at the plate in baseball, you know, if you're sitting curve and a fastball comes, suerte, as we say, good luck. So he's mixing it up pretty well. Alex doesn't mind taking a full hack at it anywhere he is. 7-9. Oh, he could have stepped up and cut that off while he was down on the ground. Moves well, Sam. It's a good get right there, Murray. Good movement. So I'm pretty sure if what I said was when Sam dove for that ball on the right, if Alex would have ran up and even just kind of made the physical approach as if he was going to attack it out of the air with him on the floor, Scotty probably would have called an avoidable. Sorry we didn't queue up that replay. I could have walked you through it, but you guys get it. Screen serve. Segundo. Sam shooting the ball from well. He's executing those shots from deep in the court, and I always tell most of the guys I do speak to, they need to get better from deep so that you can keep that constant onslaught onto your opponent, or that feel of he can hit anything from deep, because if you can hit it from deep, it gets easier the closer you go. It's a great shot. So Sam's in control.
I think Landa was trying to do a little too much, going back on his back foot. There's only one option with a shot like that, and that's make it perfect, because Sam's covering it, and that's just a miss right there.
You actually took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say it's a little too much. He doesn't have to go bottom board there. He can go for the same shot, but he's got to make his target zone on the front wall a little bit higher. So now it starts getting a little bit closer. You know, I break the game down into 5-point games to 15, and now Sam's on the last third here.
Wow. He loves that left corner.
He's executing. He's drilling a timeout here by Alex.
We've got a timeout on the court, and we will take a break and be right back. More great racquetball action on the way. This is the IRT Network.
Got a man cold? The dude flu? Trust the pharmacy experts at Lewis. From filling your prescriptions to all the things mom would do, Lewis pharmacists know what you need. Count on Lewis and feel better.
Do you want to be a better racquetball player? Fran Davis can and will make you a better player. Guaranteed. Pro or beginner and every level in between. Paula Longoria, Rocky Carson, and legends Jason Menino and Sudsy Monchek all use her proven systems to be a better racquetball player and champion. Check out her book, DVD, camps, coaching sessions, and video analysis. All at FranDavisRacquetball.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live on the IRT Network. I'm John Scott. He is Sudsy Monchek, and we are in a great semifinal. Sam Murray taking on Alejandro Landa. Battle of 5 and 8. Sam is up by just a few here. Good timeout also from Landa. I like that he's still here. He does seem frustrated, but he knows. The great Fran Davis always said, if you lose a game and you have a timeout, you didn't do everything you could do to win that game.
The great Franny. Franny's probably watching. Just too many shorts. Alex has to definitely work on that and get better at his serves.
Landa down the line. Sam's up top. Landa's going to shoot this again. Forces that one. Sam's covering. That's a great pickup. Landa anticipated that nicely. I think he skipped it, though, off.
Yep.
Yep.
Good rally. He was patient, hit some good shots, and then he went down the line for one, caught the side wall, gave Sam back control of the rally. Have to be able to execute those. But for Alex right now, to me, it all starts in the service box. And Sam's just too comfortable. He knows he's either going left or right. He's not worried about a jam, a Z, anything else. So Sam's sitting back there, returning pretty comfy. Up next is, I see Alvaro and Daniel. They just walked in over there talking too much for my liking. They're about to play each other.
They're rooming together, too.
Yeah, I mean, how about not smile and laugh and sit next to each other? Separate and get ready to go beat each other up out there. It's where I think a coach would really help Alex too. You know, just kind of feed him some of that. You know, let's switch your position in the service box. Let's throw a jam in, a Z, even if it doesn't work. It's just you got to do it so he sees something different. I think Alex hits that shot as well, or better than any righty on tour, which is on the left side. He kind of opens up, spins around, and hits his forehand into the right corner pinch. He's very comfortable doing that. Couldn't see it. I guess it was short because Alex isn't appealing. Can't wait to see one of those appeals come over to the TV screen.
Landa battling here, but again, oh, that's a great touch. Sam saw Landa streaking over to the left-hand side, just an easy push. And that's one of the biggest differences this year to last year from Sam, is his ability to mix it up a little bit better. Last year was like hit, go, go, go. And this year he's really done a good job mixing power and control, and his shot selection, I guess, overall is better than what it was.
Yeah, you have to. You have no choice. I mean, when you're playing the best players in the world, you have to learn to, be able to execute and take the right shots. And if not, you're just going to get wiped out. It'll show. So he's definitely made some amazing improvements. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, as he already is. That's the shot Alex has to hit if he wants to win. He's got to hit these.
He
But see,
catches a
it
lucky
was the second or third
correct.
chance he had.
Right.
And you have to hit that the first time. That's the difference. When Kane's out there, you're not going to get that second chance.
Right.
And these guys will learn that also, and they'll get better at it as long as they keep working it.
And styles make the fights. I've always said that. I think Landa matches up really, really well and better against Rocky, because Landa is a shooter, Rocky is a rallier, and Landa is a fantastic player. But here I think he's going to struggle more against a player like Sam, who does a heads-up move right there. He's tired and says, "I'm going to take a timeout." We will keep it right here, however, because we need to thank some of our local and national partners, including Gearbox online at gearboxsports.com. We made the announcement yesterday, and we certainly appreciate them coming on board and being a partner of the IRT. Also, we want to thank Racquetball Warehouse, Rafa House as well, and of course our friends who are making all of this possible, Lewis Drug. There's a contact form. Go to their website, click Contact Us, and thank them for making racquetball, helping to make racquetball what it is, helping to have us bring this to you free and live all day. So once again, thanks to Lewis Drug for really stepping up in a real big way here at this event.
Continuing their support. Tiempo, as they say, John. When it's time in, the ref says tiempo. But I'm not sure if I think Sam actually speaks 3 languages, maybe more.
11.
We're all tied at 11 apiece. It's a great diving get. Oh, he's gonna. No, I thought he was gonna get that one. Everybody was like, oh.
I thought he had a chance.
He almost had
too.
it.
Yeah. Good time.
I enjoy that Facebook is on about a 20-second delay, so I can watch the rally after the rally.
Oh, well, thanks for telling me.
Well, yeah.
I'm so locked in straight ahead. I'm
kind of thought you saw the screen in front of you, but maybe you didn't.
Very focused.
Landa wants a 2-bounce get. Oh, and there's a skip into the ground. He'll appeal this.
Was that 2? I don't even. Tough to see. He's going to appeal it. So he's going to get to use the screen.
Yeah, there we go. Scotty Mack comes over to check out the instant replay. We're getting it queued up.
I am going to go out on a limb and say it was 2 bounces. 1.
One more time.
So to me, it definitely looks like. I'm going to wait here a second. I think it was 2 bounces for sure.
Yeah. It was. You
Let's
could actually see it. You could see it.
Yeah.
If we saw it one more time.
That was pretty impressive angle, actually. Yeah, you can see it bounce right before his racket.
Right before his racket. Yeah.
And the reason I held up for anybody watching was because Scotty was within an
right
earshot,
there,
and I didn't want to influence that at all. But I said
it
clearly looks like 2.
There's a bullet of a serve. Landa, good job, by the way, using his appeal. That's one of those shots that's a too much shot again. Falling backwards, out of position. Now he's in position, and Sam makes him pay.
11, serving 11.
These guys are battling it out right now.
Sam has an opportunity, couldn't put it down. It's a missed shot from Landa.
This is not an easy shot to execute.
Wow, good diving get off the knee slide.
That was that was a really patient. I was watching Alex there. He was very patient. He could have easily blew that rally by going for too much, but Sam was winded in that rally. He definitely, I could see, was having trouble getting through it, but he kept fighting, and he'll be fine. He'll recover right now. But Alex was very patient and did exactly what he needed to.
There's a look at Scotty Mack in the plum pants. He's trying not to smile. Hold it, Scott. Don't. Ah, he did. He cracked. It's okay.
They are plum. Scotty's got the
They're
fashion
the
going.
plums. I asked him for a pair of those. He said they didn't make them in my size. I took offense to that, and I smacked him, and then I fined him. I'm just kidding.
11-11. You know how to say short in Spanish, Johnny?
Un poquito.
That's one way to
close
translate
enough.
it. Corta.
Sam forces one overhead. Landa makes him pay. A little bit of a loose return of serve there from
Sam
Sam.
kind of looked out, and I didn't get a good view, but that might have skipped. It didn't sound right. So we got another
replay. Have an
replay.
appeal, yeah. Going to the replay. And it will give me time. Sorry, go ahead, Sedgy.
No, nothing. We're waiting to queue up the replay for Scotty over here. Scotty Mack. Sounded funny. I just didn't see exactly what happened. Let's see. He said thank you and walked away. I'm excited to hear. Good shot, yeah. Scotty's the best at those instant replays. The NFL needs him. Get him in and
I don't
out.
want to lose Scotty to the NFL or anybody.
No kidding. Yankee baseball. That's all I have to say about that.
Back to the action. We go 12-11 is the score. Landa with the drive serve, short serve called. Second serve coming up.
Gonna have to go to the statistician. I want to see how many short serves Alex has. Can't do
Again
that.
on tour, these two have never played. This is the first, and a great matchup. Hopefully it's the first of many times these two play each other. That'll be unavoidable.
So on that one, I have to agree. Watch. So if I'm Alex though, and now that's open next time, you got to take the shot.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not looking to hurt anyone ever, but you know, part of the game is if you don't take the shot, those things happen. So look at that shot by Alex that he takes after he looks so frustrated, man. See what I mean? It doesn't bother him.
Right.
He doesn't. I think he feeds off of it.
But he's a spark plug, right? I mean, a lot of people can get turned off by that, but the truth is he's very animated and somewhat controlled when he is in that zone, if you will.
In that moment. Yep.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? The tour needs character.
Listen, there's nothing wrong. He plays emotionally. He has respect. My rule is this. You got to respect your opponent, respect the fans, respect the game. And everything else you do, he respects everybody out there. That's him. He's not doing anything disrespectful. He's dealing with himself.
The truth is, I encourage character out there. I want them to be not quite the WWE. If Scott came out with a metal chair and hit him over the head after
can you smell?
Probably would be too far. But we want the characters back out there and the emotion, because this is hard. This is physically and mentally draining what these guys are doing. That's a fantastic serve on the right-hand side. And Landa has put himself sort of quietly, in an opportunity here to take game number 1, 14-11 from the center of the box. His drive serve has been heating up and being more and more consistent. And Sam with a nice return into the corner.
Yeah, that's where I'd love to work with Alex and be able to, throw in 1 or 2 more deceptive serves at that point. I'd probably have him go for the broken ball. Alex goes again. Scotty had his ball ready. You were politely trying to give him one, John. Nobody saw that on camera. Scotty was locked in. So this is where if I'm coaching Alex and he's clearly just going left or right, I would definitely teach him a crack to try to crack it out in the left wall, even a Z or a jam, something that just changes Sam's footwork. That's amazing. That's just he was undecided.
Yeah, it looks a lot worse than what it was.
Right.
You're exactly right. That was, what am I going to do here? All the way through. He should have come back out of the box.
Well, yeah. I think it happened during the swing. And it's like a golfer when he walks up to hit a ball and then he kind of pulls off. We don't have the time to do that. The ball's moving.
Somebody asked a question, is Daniel and Beltran happening right now? No, there was a misprint on the draw where it showed both of them playing at the same time. We're not going to, it's the semifinals. We've got this match immediately after this match. We have the second semifinal, and then we have the double semifinals.
Well, the fraternizing is happening right now.
That's right.
Yeah. Can we put a rule there, like the players have to stay apart?
You hate that so much, don't you?
So much easier. That was a great shot by Sam. Great down the line. That's a difficult serve to return. That's a high-level return. Yeah, let's put a rule. Can I be on a special rules consulting commission?
Call it the Sudsy rule?
I would call it the Cliff rule.
Drive Z. Landa goes cross court. Sam between the legs, but he's out of position now. There's a good shot, and Landa missed an opportunity. Landa's going to be set up. And Murray is stumbling everywhere, but staying in the rally.
Excellent point by Alex right there.
Yeah, he's
total control.
I was going to say he's really in complete control of the rally and the pace. And if you saw that, just watch how Sam is just completely playing defense right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a long rally, and Alex has some opportunities, but he was very patient and realized I don't have to hit it yet. He was in total control, like a boxer, maybe having a guy wobble, and you could still just jab, 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 and wait for the knockout or ear bite or arm bar. So this is where Alex really needs, a Z, John, a crack, something different.
Here comes a drive serve, forehand side. Sam with a good get there. Again, look at the defense. That's going to be an avoidable. Yep. And game 1 goes to Alejandro Landa.
I like Scotty. Don't like his plum pants, but don't agree with that call.
Scott McClellan with the cover girl makeup call of the day right there, giving Landa an avoidable for the game. We'll be back in just a moment with more great racquetball action on the way. This is the IRT Network.
Over the years, you've given us your trust, your loyalty, and your support. In return, we've worked hard to provide you with the best in pharmacy, easy and convenient shopping, unbeatable buys, and unexpected finds. It's an honor to serve you, to give back to our communities, and to be a part of your neighborhood. Lewis, your first stop for 75 years.
10 years ago, our journey began on a court just like this. It started as a vision, a belief that our brand could change racquetball. 10 years later, we're still here, stronger than ever before despite a sport that changes around us. Day in and day out, we're faced with new challenges and adversity, but we continue to move forward. I can assure you Rollout is here to stay. We can grow racquetball. We will grow racquetball one player at a time. We're not here to be a part of this sport. We're here to change this sport.
There are no shortcuts to the top. Do you have what it takes? Desire is something within you and only you. For when the ground falls from your feet, will you be the one to rise up? It's a long road to the top, but that's just what it takes to become pro.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live on the IRT Network. John Scott along with Sudsy Monchik.
Hi, John.
Hey. So, great first game. A great first game for both players, really. I personally think that the big difference, that if I were Sam's coach, and I want to see if you agree, I would tell him just a couple, very few things. At this level, you don't want to kill them with too much information in a semifinal and get their mind going too many places. I would say work on two things. One, your return of serve needs to be a little more consistent, and use your body more against Landa. Landa likes to get physical, but you're bigger, and show him that you're a bigger guy in there and be a little more physical. And by saying that, my goal would hopefully get his mind off of him doing anything wrong and kind of redirect.
Yeah, that'd be good advice. I would certainly never let you coach me. No, just kidding. No, that's actually really good advice, John. And the only thing I would add to that if I was coaching him was I would say be more aggressive. I'd actually want to see him go for a little bit more, because if you remember in the first half of that first game, Sam was a little bit more in control. And to your point, he was using his body, he was being physical, imposing his will, and he was actually going for a few more shots, where towards the the last third of that first game, Alex was really running him around the court a lot. So I would tell Sam, hey, go for it. Be a little more aggressive. I got to play with Dougie Fresh Ganem today. That was fun. He was still hitting shots out there, stabbing that backhand.
Land it back deep. He's going to shoot this. Oh, there's a good shot. So Sam Murray starts out with a quick lead.
0 serving 3.
But Landa's in the box. 0 serving 3.
0-3.
The chat box is going crazy. Oh my gosh. Another skip serve.
Yeah, I think he's just a little undecided. He gets like that. He gets that high energy and can make some silly mistakes. You just got to take him out of there. You got to take those silly mistakes out. Can't be doing that. It's too good.
Green serve, second serve.
Murray into the corner. Landis going down the line, but catches a side ball, giving Murray an opportunity. He steps into that one, too. Landa at the encroachment line wide, and a great diving get, but it's not going to make it to the front wall. Great try there from Sam Murray, who left a divot in the floor, probably. Lots of great racquetball action. Alex Landa, Sam Murray battling here. The finals on the draw shows 10 o'clock, but that is not correct. Finals tomorrow are at 11 o'clock Central Time. 11 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. The winner of this plays the winner of De La Rosa and Alvaro Beltran.
Just went over there, started to
Did you smack them both?
Yeah, I said, hey, can you guys not hug and kiss before your match? And then I tried to tell Alvaro that Daniel was talking about him, but, you know, of course, Alvaro just started laughing.
Sam Murray is the real deal. I tell you, a lot of people haven't got to see him play. He's a big, strong kid out of Canada, playing on the IRT full-time. Gearbox has got to be happy to have a player like that up in Canada. Landa rips a big a big backhand on the right-hand side.
That was a French something.
One thing that is a big tell on Murray is that when he steps into a backhand, most of the time he's pinching it. And I think Landa is picking up on that and covering that left pinch a little more than what he normally would in any other match. Drive serve, backhand side, Landa up top. Murray's going to shoot this wide, leaves it up though. Landa down the line, Murray with a re-kill, can't put it down in the center of the court. Alex Landa buries another one. Two serving three as we just hit the 100,000 person mark of this match. We've reached 100,000 people already in this one match in a period of 53 minutes. Landa with a drive serve. It's a big serve back deep. Serve, return. Can he kill this one? No, he goes wide. Murray's there, but can't put it down. That left corner is just taking a beating by both players.
Yeah, Alex is in total control right now. He's definitely the one controlling and dictating the tempo and shots and owning court position.
It's funny you say that. Tyson literally in the chat box just posted, Landa is owning center court.
Yeah, and the best way,
short.
you know, what I like to tell anybody that I'm coaching or whatever, the best way to take over center court is not to put them in an arm bar, is actually just to execute your shots and shot selection. So if you hit good shots, keep them deep. Like that wasn't a good shot. So Sam, but now Alex is back in center, and now Sam should go back. It's a great shot.
Watch Landa again, covering that left corner.
Good patience, too, by Alex here.
That's a long rally to have to replay.
Yeah, you know, Alex played it well. Sam played it well. It's just whoever executes. But it just looks to be, to me, from here, it seems like Alex has definite control of each point. Still, his service pattern bugs me. He's got to work on that. He's got to throw in one or two more serves. What I do see now clearly is that Sam, as he's asking to change his shirt, which I don't believe him, he looks like he's getting a little winded, and he was going to try to use that as maybe a free timeout. And Scotty recognized that too, and he said, no, you're good.
When all else fails, you still have the Chris Crowther injury timeout. Hold your back for a second and say, ouch.
Well, isn't it contact? Isn't that the rule? You got to see something.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always just pull a Drew Katchik and run right into Alex.
These players are battling north of the encroachment line. Will somebody please stop repinching the pinch?
Alex is having his way right now with Sam. Sam's a great player. He's moving well. He needs a timeout. I could see it on his face. I could see it in his body. Leaning over like this.
Yeah, Sam's tired. And he's weathered this before.
Alex has to push the gas down here.
Yeah, this is where Alex, and he knows he's got to start hitting some laser serves and keep Sam sucking air, but a short serve. Second serve coming up, high lob serve on the right-hand side. Murray with a great splat. Not sure would have
just missed that.
Not sure would have gone for that, but it worked for him.
Sometimes too, when you're fatigued and that happens, you start going for low percentage shots, and you either make them or you miss them, and that's when you see how you see blowouts or runs happen. You know, Sam clearly is winded. That means that shot is very good. Tiro ese is like this. Tiro is shot. Es el bueno is the best or very
Scott
good.
says that Sam is playing possum.
Yeah, I don't think so, Scott. Is that broke?
Sam Murray rolls out both parts of the ball, but not at the same time, so we're going to replay that one. The Pro Pin HD is the ball of choice. The best players in the world play with the Pro Pin HD, the purple ball, and you should too. Thanks to Head Pen for providing funding and being a part of the International Racquetball Tour. High lob serve. Landa to the ceiling. Murray back deep. He's going to shoot this. He rolls out the whole ball that time for a point.
Good shot by Sam there. Waited for it to get deep. Got behind the ball so that he can be behind it when he hits it coming off the back wall. Tough shot. Yeah, these guys are both in great shape. I don't think one's in better than the other. It just depends on the point, the rally, and really the situation of the match. It was down. But Sam definitely is a step behind right now. 2 timeouts, John, or?
One. Just one timeout, 2 appeals.
Okay. That's what Alex has to do, just keep the pressure on. Controlled chaos.
6-4. Landa with a 2-point lead. Started off down 0-3. Drive serve, screen serve called. Second serve coming up.
Can I run in there and whisper something to him?
No.
All right. You could see, can you see in Sam's face, he's a little winded, a little droopy eyes, a little sleepy.
Yeah, and that overhead serve return hasn't really worked for him yet this match. And he's still trying to force a little bit too much. What would you tell him? What would you whisper to him if you could?
Hold on 1 second. That's not good enough. Alex is in control. He just has to be patient. Still in control. And now it's back to even. That's good. Good hands. I would tell Sam on that serve return, just like I forgot who I was telling earlier, what we want you to do when we hit that high lob is exactly that. We want you to be overly aggressive. We want you to take it cross court, and we want to just step over and re-kill it. What I would actually tell Sam in this case is stop thinking I have to attack it and I have to short hop it. Sit back and wait. You're good enough. He hits the ball well from deep, and now you can see the whole court, and you have maybe more options, and you don't feel like you're rushing it.
We've got a timeout on the court. We'll keep it right here. And it will give us time to thank Racquetball Warehouse online, racquetballwarehouse.com. They've got a great selection of rackets and everything else you need for all racquetball gear, including some great deals on shoes right now. You can see they're new this season, some great Nikes, Asics, Mizuno, Adidas, and much more. Check them out online, racquetballwarehouse.com. Let's take another look at the draws real quick. Alex Landa, Sam Murray. Coming up next is going to be Alvaro Beltran and Daniel De La Rosa. The winner of both of these plays tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And thanks to Lewis Drug, it will be live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, and, of course, the IRT network, as well as the local NBC station here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Going to have a lot of fun and lots of great racquetball action. We'll have the 11 o'clock singles finals. Immediately following that will be the doubles finals. So thank you so much to Lewis Drug for making this event free for everybody. It's the 40th anniversary. The 40th. That's fantastic. Longest running professional racquetball event in history. Back to the action we go. Murray down by 3 and down 1 game. Drive Z. Landed with a nice return there. 7-4.
I agree, Scott. Scott said fitness shouldn't be an issue at this level, which is very true. You know, you don't get a pat on the back, an award. You're a professional athlete. When you come here, you're supposed to be in shape. It's like I tell my players that I coach at this level, I say it's like going to school and say, hey, but look, I brought my pens and paper. Well, you're supposed to be. And these guys are both in great shape. It's not a problem.
Yeah, Greg Pack, former great racquetball player, says there's some fatigue in Sam's shot selection.
He's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big Gregor. Talk about a big guy on the court. I never got a chance to play him, but I did get a chance to go to one of his camps when I was like 8 years old, and taught me a lot about definitely being aggressive, not being soft.
Murray did this yesterday as well. He started off in the match he won. He won the first game pretty quickly and pretty well, you know, very decisively, and fatigued a little bit in the second. The problem is losing the first game. It's getting close to shower time for him unless he does something, and then he hits weak shots like that, and a replay is called. Not really sure what happened.
Sam's asking why. I don't know. We're watching on camera. I don't know why it was a replay either. But I like Scott's plum pants, so I won't argue. Definitely don't agree that was a replay. But
yeah,
it's okay. Scott
said he tripped over your feet trying to get the ball. I think that's what Scott saw. I didn't see that.
It's all right. It happens. He's got the toughest job here, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does. And he does a very good job with it.
He does. He's a great ref, for sure.
Don, you're certainly welcome. Thanks for the kind words.
He has good control of the players and the action.
Murray winds up on the backhand side and once again rolls it in the left corner. High lob serve, backhand side. Landa with a good return. I do like that Sam is looking for a serve that works. He's trying to find something. I think he may be a little too tired to hit a big drive serve, and so he's looking for some lobs. If I were him, and I think the best lob serve right now is Alvaro Beltran on the right-hand side. Sam's so good on his backhand. If he would hit that same serve, it's going to force Landa to go cross-quarter to the ceiling if he executes well on it. Landa wants something. Now he doesn't.
Oh, but he was right. You know, it was a hinder, I think. But he did what he had to do: keep playing through and execute that shot, and then you got nothing to say.
Not sure what Sam said there.
Sam agreed because he lost the rally that it should have been a replay, but in the moment he didn't want it.
Landa sets up and buries another one.
Was right in the middle.
He's really in control right now. I believe it's 11-5. Yeah, 11 serving 5. Here in the second.
11-5.
Alex Landa shoots that down the line. Now off the back glass. Down the line once again, and cruise control is on for Alex Landa.
12, serving 5.
From Mexico. He's never won an IRT event, an IRT Tier 1 event. And right now he's looking like he's going to make a final. Sam Murray, though, not out of it yet, but he's got to start pushing right now. Get some momentum back and chip away. What Fran would say, live in the now. Don't worry about what's happened, worry about the next shot. Oh, that's a bit of a miss there. Landa didn't take advantage of it. Now back deep. Murray's going to shoot this in the backhand side, and automatic.
5, serving 12.
Yeah, that was
that's a big backhand.
It was a lot. Yeah, but that was a lot of work for Sam to win that rally and not get a point. You know, he's definitely feeling the effects. Alex is running him around. He's in control. Sam's an awesome player and could turn it around. Just needs a couple good things to happen. Like that, you know, he needs 3 good minutes, and I always say 1 point can change anything and everything.
So let me ask you this: Sam try to lull Alex to sleep in long rallies and taking as much time as he can between serves, or does he push harder? What's the intensity level that you would recommend for a 6-point deficit late in the second game?
Your intensity level, your mental approach should never change. You should always be locked in and focused to do what you need to do. From a technical, strategical standpoint, you know, as far as taking time, you know, take what you need. So if you need that extra time, you know, take it a little bit. Take as much as you can if you physically need it. From a mental execution standpoint, Sam's got to just execute his shots. He's got to go for it. I would still be aggressive. I wouldn't change anything. He just has to execute. I mean, here, that's not an opportunity. That's a tough shot.
Landa tied up a little bit. Murray he was jammed up a little bit, but he has good hand control, and he's able to find the corner again.
Yeah, and that was a little mentally and physically lazy. But again, you know, Sam's got to lock in. If he has, all you need is 120, 180 good seconds out there, and next thing you know, it's 11-12, and you're right back in it. He's got to stay focused. He's got to lock into each point here, because this is where Alex could get a little bit mentally late. See, like that, he's got to execute that, right? That's another easy point if he hits that, and it was a setup, and he knows it.
Right now, in my opinion, and we've seen this, it feels like a comeback is getting ready to happen. It kind of feels like we're going to see that.
The only thing, I mean, Sam definitely has the ability. I think he's going to have to dig down real deep. He's got a long way to go, you know, to 15 again. You got to get 8 more. But that's my concern. I think he's worked really, really hard to this point, and he's still down 5. You know, so we'll see. Doug Adams a little loud over there on the right shoulder. Yeah, these are kind of desperate shots here when he's just flicking it to the ceiling. But then he's got to do that, and if he does that, claw his way back. He's got to get 1 or 2 every time he's in here, though. We got an appeal coming.
Scott will take a look at it.
He's appealing a short serve. Scotty is over here, getting locked and loaded. So Alex is appealing his own serve. Smart. Take your time, Alex, on the replay. So there's a good appeal. Sam was looking out. He's looking at me like, was it short? Not. I was waiting for him to hit it, but it was clearly short. So love the replay, John, when it works in my favor.
Land it back deep. Splinters. Oh, and hits the ball after the rally.
Just mental laziness. Nothing
Yeah.
physical about that. You know, he feels the lead. He's very controlled, but you can't. You got to stay locked in, get in and out. You know, he's a couple of points away from a final. Is it his first? I'm not sure.
It's
if he gets there.
I believe it's his second final if he gets there.
If he gets there. You know, you want to be out on the court as little time as possible.
Sam, again, trying to do too much there.
Yeah,
Generally, if
sloppy.
you hit the ball and both of your feet aren't on the ground, you should hit a different shot. Just generally, unless you're diving, I guess.
It's good advice. The real coach, John Scott.
Lob Z. There's that overhead return that's just not been working for him at all.
Charlie Pratt, we miss you out here, bud.
Drive serve short. Landa way up front. Oh, what a great get.
See that little...
I don't know if you heard. Watch. Landa goes to dive, and wherever he dove isn't quite sweaty enough, and he just kind of stopped. Came to a screeching halt. Scott says he reminds me of Brunfield.
Michael Bromfield.
Brunfield.
Yeah, Michael Bromfield was a great player from Northern Cal.
One of the things I love most about the chat box and what we do are getting to see guys who haven't seen racquetball for years be a part of what we do. And Greg and Scott and, you know, really everybody, we take all your questions, all your comments very seriously. We are supported by the fans. We're a fan-supported sport, and we don't take it lightly. So I love hearing and watching people kind of chat about different folks. Dr. Bud was mentioned earlier. All of that. It's fantastic. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in and appreciating what we do. If you don't appreciate what we do, then don't say it. I'm just kidding. Doug Cohen was on earlier. Andy Gross was watching earlier yesterday. I mean, just a lot of the quote-unquote old guys. Really, really love that.
It is cool. It's cool to always be, one of the great things about social media, and definitely be able to interact much more.
A tired get there for Murray.
Yeah, that right there is just sheer exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, I've seen some things that if I was working with a Sam that I would definitely work on from racquetball specific physical training also.
Landa serving for the match. Drive serve into the corner. Murray can't put it down. Now he has an opportunity. Sails it a little bit too much. Landa back up center. No, he's going to come back deep. Shoots it off the glass wide. Murray needs to put this down, and he does. Down by 7. It's now or never for Big Canada.
I think he just asked if he had a timeout. Scott said no. He said, how about my shirt? And he said no. What's the next thing? Doctor appointment? Something?
Racket equipment?
Break it. Gearbox will give him another. Like right now, accidentally hit it as hard as you can into the side wall. If it cracks, you need a new racket.
This is where you take, and it's one of the things that Rocky Carson does so good is take as much time as he possibly can between every single serve. And he's really good at at that kind of a delay, but Sam needs to maybe look at figuring that part of the game out. Murray into the corner. Sam can't put that away. Oh, there's a touch. That's probably going to cost him. It is.
Good job. Congrats to Alex. Sam's a great player. You know, he's still learning. It was a really good match. Great work, great hustle. What I love, Sam didn't give up to the last point, and Alex kept the pressure on, and he's going to the finals. And I thought it was good. It was fun to watch, and I like what I see in Sam, and he's a good player. He's great work ethic. He's got a lot to learn still.
Third consecutive semifinal, so he's legit.
That's impressive.
And Landa, congratulations. He moves to the finals. Another great match coming up next. Alvaro Beltran and Daniel De La Rosa. That's next. That's here. And we'll be back later, about 10 minutes or so, right here on the IRT Network.
Over the years, you've given us your trust, your loyalty, and your support. In return, we've worked hard to provide you with the best in pharmacy, easy and convenient shopping, unbeatable buys, and unexpected finds. It's an honor to serve you, to give back to our communities, and to be a part of your neighborhood. Lewis, your first stop for 75 years.